A wimble, a wimble, a wimble, a wimble. We're in the jungle, the mighty jungle. The lion sleeps tonight. A wim bum bum away. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Clutch Cinema Talk. All summer movies, TV shows, movie news, everything is here soon. Today, we will be reviewing the new Lion King, the live-action Lion King. Alright? And before we get into that, if you haven't subscribed already, go subscribe, go like, go watch some of my older videos. I've done Spider-Man, done Midsummer. I've done a few. Go watch them. I can use the support. Go like, go comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Just sign this out. Alright? Alright, let's get into it. The Lion King, the new CGI live action. What to say about it? As I predicted way back when the first trailer came out, it was, for the most part, 95% the same. And when I mean the same, I mean dialogue was mostly the same. The shots, mostly the same. And the story, identical. And I mean, you don't have to change, the whole thing, like make a whole new story. It's cool to keep some elements of it and maybe even like most of the story. But when something is exactly the same and you're just rewatching a movie just a little bit different, it doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same. Let me get into some pros and cons. Pros, the CGI, outstanding. Outstanding. As expected. I mean, the opening scene with that, breathtaking. And that was a cool part. Shot for shot, it was cool. It's interesting to see how it'll look in real life. And it's from the trailer, so in a way you kind of haven't missed much because it's mostly in the trailer. But it was amazing. I thought it was really, really cool. I appreciate the accuracy of some of the animals, like when when the lions are walking and they have like something in their face, they flap it with the ear like a real lion would. That was pretty cool. I appreciate that. Pros for some of the characters: James Earl Jones coming back as Mufasa, awesome. I mean, James Earl Jones has the voice of, I don't know, but it's amazing. And whenever I hear him, I just think of Darth Vader every time. Like he says it toward the beginning of the movie, "Don't turn your back on me, Scar." I was like, Darth, oh, it was pretty cool. Zazu, the bird, he was alright. He was decent. I mean, he cracked some jokes that weren't in the original movie. It was alright. Doesn't have the heavy British accent, but not too bad. Now that brings me to my content. Boy, oh boy. The one thing that really messed up this experience for me, and do I have to put a spoiler warning? I mean, y'all know the Lion King. Everyone knows what happens, alright? The big thing that ruined it for me is no expression. And what I mean by no expression is you can't show expression in an animal. And I know some of you are going to be like, oh yeah, but you can see my dog's sad, you can see my dog's angry. Sure, but you can't show like sense of betrayal in an animal. You can't show like an animal being sad and being horrified. You can't show that. You can't show being like angry and just so upset, so filled with rage. You can't show that. And in the original Lion King, the anime Lion King, you could show that because the way they animated these animals, their movements, their facial expressions, you could show these emotions. And one scene that got me in particular that is a great example of this is the death of Mufasa scene. Spoilers, I'm sorry, Mufasa dies. Whoa, if you didn't know that, I don't know where the hell you've been living. I don't know. You don't talk to no one, I guess. The scene where Mufasa dies. In the original one, when Scar grabs his arms and he throws him off, right before he throws him off, "Long live the king," right? Infamous, the most famous line of the movie. They show Mufasa's face and he's just so betrayed, so taken back, like, how could my brother do this to me? He's about to kill me right now. He just throws him off and it's like horrified, betrayed face. In this one, You can't see that. It's just the blank lion's face. It's just a lion's face. You can't see it in his eyes. You can't see it in his face. It's just a lion's face. And then after, when Simba's crying, like in the original animated one, he has tears in the animated one. Lions don't cry in real life, so in this one, they don't show tears. And with the no expression, the way this movie, the way the performances are shown are through the voice. And what I mean by that, when the voice, when Simba, when they show us his dad die, and he's sad, you can only tell he's sad because you could hear in the voice that it's like a crying voice. Like when you're crying, like when you're trying to speak and you're crying, that's the voice you can hear. And that's how I know he's sad, because when they show his face, it's just a blank lion's face. You can't tell that he's sad, that he's been horrified of his father's death, that you could see in the animated one. And this no expression and carried by voices thing was the whole movie for me. You can't see the expression. I wrote it down like 5 times when I watched the movie. No expression, expressionless. And it's not like it's anyone's fault. You just can't do it with animals. You can't do it like that. Another thing that for me, the jokes fell flat in this movie, man. Timon and Pumbaa were did not like them. Scar did not like him in this movie either. And this is mainly all around the theme where there's no expression. I'm saying it like 700 times because that's the one thing about this movie. No expression. And it's no one's fault. It's just you can't do it on these animals, alright? Another thing I put down was the songs. Also a result of no expression. But the songs oversung. You could be like, what? How could something be oversung? I'll tell you how it's oversung. Beyonce is Nala. And I feel like when they casted Beyonce, they said, Beyonce, be Beyonce, but as a lion for this movie. Alright? Don't be Nala, the character. Be Beyonce. We want Beyonce. Alright? Because in the movie, and I'm sure y'all heard the songs. You can look it up. It's on Spotify and everything. It's not spoiling anything. Can you feel the love? Like when it's Beyonce, it's can you feel the love? Like seriously, that's unnecessary. It gets annoying after a while. And it's not just that song. In the first song, I Can't Wait to Be King, the child actors who play, or whoever the actors are who play Simba and Nala, the little vocalizing, the harmony, it just gets a little bit annoying. It just feels unnecessary. It just doesn't really feel like it has to be there. All right, so in conclusion, the new Lion King. My rating, I am sadly gonna give it a 6.3. And 6.3 because it's still a Lion King. All right, there's parts in the movie where you're like, oh, I remember this from the old one, but I didn't really like it, man. It just doesn't feel the same to me. And I know you can't compare it like Aladdin and Dumbo. You can't compare, they're two separate things, but this one is the exact same thing. So you can compare it. They're the exact same thing. There's nothing when you walk out the theater and you say, wow, I didn't see this in the old one, because it was the exact same thing. Do I recommend it to go watch? I am honestly gonna say no. You can't skip it. If you've seen The Lion King, you don't need to see this. Just wait. You're gonna go waste. I'm saving you $15, 2 hours of your life. You don't have to see it. You could go see it if you're a big fan of The Lion King, the nostalgia and all that. I understand that. But you can wait. You don't have to see it. You're not missing much. It's not like it's Endgame where you have to see it so people don't spoil. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. It's nothing new. Yeah. So if you're gonna go see it, if you've seen it by the time you're watching this video, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you want to hit me up personally, it's KC_clutch on IG. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I'm doing. Like I said, I'm new at this. Just starting this page out. See what's happening. Go like, go comment, go subscribe. Next week, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Alright. Oh, and if there's any, insane trailers that might drop this week, I might do a reaction video. We'll see. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood next week. Super excited for that. So it's been your boy Casey Clutch Camacho. I'm out of here, baby. Everybody take care. Yo.